Yo, what's up? This is another shippuden episode review. I'm about to do two review and two Naruto episode, latest Naruto episode that I've been gone, 312 and 313. Basically, the first one, 312, was basically about Rock Lee trying to learn the dragon technique, trying to be king of dragon. I've been watching this for 2 weeks, for a week now. I haven't reviewed it. I might not remember most of what happened, but just pick up most of the details that I like. Basically, this episode, as it said, was quite a few. I didn't know that there was so many taijutsu users at that age. He was a low guy, Master Chen, and he was basically a classic fella. So I didn't thought it was a summoning, reanimation. It was so classic, and he wasn't like the rest that was shaggedy and raggedy. He was quite old. He faked his death, it seems, because of I think his previous student had been killed because of the lack of people accepting Taijutsu user. Guy and Lee didn't agree by that because right now you're really ending this war. Don't know about your student, but me and my student is really ending this war. And we're both Taijutsu user, so don't dare try and downgrade us. That's what they're trying to say because he's like they're saying as oh man, you don't really know what's going on during the time he's been gone. Lee's a good taijutsu user and he's gonna be a great Shinigami one day. When I was here lecturing Lee, I'm like saying you got no fucking idea what Lee, what the type of person Lee is, what type of person guy is. Those guys are like train their ass off every day just to be the best. Trying to overcome even more than they should have. So basically, Master Chen was like disrespectful, but he came to the end where he actually accepted them and probably hope that they'll be the greatest of Shinobi. Oh, probably hope that they'll be great as Shinobi. So basically, it was a match that Lee wanted so bad. He wanted to see what this old man is capable of. So he wanted to learn the technique of what made this old man so special. I hope he learned it because I haven't seen him use it. But he was trying to do some more training in order to get this technique. But Lee ended up defeating him with his hurricane, leap hurricane, using it over and over, trying to make the best of it, I suppose. Oh, sorry for the background, it's kind of loud because there's some drumming going on outside, so I'm sorry about that. There's some noise going on inside, so I'm sorry about that either. But as I was saying, trying to do this review as clear as I can. Yeah, Lee tried to use his leap hurricane and he does his shit, defeated that guy in his dragon. You can see when they go back to the flashback, you can see I like that they didn't have much of a flashback, but they had much of a storyline for that guy. But Master Chan was like a rated guy that was own up to respect to anyone that it was really worthy, and Lee really rated him for that. The last part when he's like saying all those things and why he was so miserable, people going on in this war and taijutsu using all this stuff, because he was a student that had taijutsu just like him, and that's why he had so much regrets it seems, or something like that. But he tried not to beat up himself so much because things happen. He didn't go in that war and die because it was taijutsu. It was just that it wasn't fit. I wouldn't say it wasn't fit. It wasn't at the majority of times. Things happen. Try to tell Abida that anyway, but things happen, and he found and come to realize that, but he's going to be a great Shinobi one day, and so he will. Basically, that's how it ended off as an episode. I really like that flashback. It was a great storyline for that old guy as well. Um, 313 was this week episode. I've been watching it. Basically has to do with a girl named Yota, and she was I don't know if she died, but she seemed like a very strong girl. She don't I don't assume she know much of her ability, but it's basically of her emotions. You can say I don't know if the weather has something to do with her emotion, but she seems to laugh, and when she laughs and go crazy, it snows, and when she's crying, it rains, and when she's crazy, it splurt lightning, and that's what happened to Shikaku, Choji, and Kiba, and Sakura. Shit happens, and they didn't remember at first, but she's like there, yeah, Yoda, Yoda, and it seems like for a while I'm not there. Reanimation is like an ass right now because they don't want to hurt this girl right now. That's if they can right now because I don't think Shikamaru has a plan on destroy Yoda or seal up Yoda. And Yota is right there, crying on, and then I see she's smiling, and then when they asked her if she was like one of the reanimation, she's like splurring the water and Shikamaru so hard he was like drowning in that water. And Choji came in covering for him and spurring down more water for them, and she's like a walking tsunami right now. And Isiki was like facing off with her, and they're like running from her because there's so many lightning. And Sakura's like there, and she's like, she don't know what to say. She's like shocked or she's stunned or whatever it might be, but she's like there, Yota. Yeah, it's snowing. They're not treating her as if she's an enemy at the time, but they're like shocked that it's Yota that they're seeing right now. I don't know if she died in a manner or way or what, but we haven't seen all of it yet. I'm assuming that she wasn't much of a threat, but she's a threat and she's strong. I don't think she even know that she's strong at the time right where she at right now. But you go in the flashback when they really first time meeting her, and shows you like looking for a kunai knife, and right now he's like finding his kunai knife, and there's like this girl crying, and she's picked up on the tree a few kunai knife, in her clothes, and she's dressed in such a tacky way you wouldn't think she's from anywhere right now, because they asked her which nation she's from, and she's there saying, oh yeah, I'm from, giving them an accurate place where she lives, but she gives them an accurate name. She's Yota, and she's kind of full of humor, funny, but you don't want to get on her anger side, because she's going to get to find out that whenever she's crying or whenever she's angry or something like that, she seems to draw for the immense of water or whatever it might be, and pour it on you for whatever long it might be as well. And Sakura suddenly found her one day, and she was following Shikamaru and those guys, and you gotta get to know Yota much better right now, because I don't know what they're gonna do, because they've seen her as a friend more likely, not as an enemy, but they're having it saying that yeah, she's an enemy, she's reanimated enemy. I'm willing to find out how she had died back then or what it might be that killed her, because she's such a young girl. She doesn't know where she's from, she doesn't know where she accurately been or where she been before she came to the Leaf Village, or if she just followed the sky, or if she was going on to a business and then she back up in Shikamaru's and those guys, or whatever it might be. I'm thinking that she's a rogue or something like that. She just don't, way. She doesn't have a headband as for that case. So she might be some stranger that they set her up and up to show, appeared up, and my ego to find out what Yota have in store right now, because she's a strong opponent right now that they're going up against. It was a pleasant episode. Really liked it a lot.